going on, everybody? Don't know if the sound, first time I'm doing a video from the truck with the APU running, so I don't know if it's, I'll find out. I don't even know why I'm saying anything. I'm going to check it before I do it anyway. Yeah. So I'm in the truck. Pretty much got everything situated. Just a couple little odds and ends here. Trying to get the load I've selected sent to the Qualcomm so I can get the assignment updated. For some reason that seems to be a a delay. I'm not sure why. Hopefully it's not because this Qualcomm and me and everything is in the truck new to the truck. But I'll find out tonight. If not, I'll just have to wait till the morning. I got plenty of time on the load, so it's not like I'm concerned that I can't get it done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you? I don't know. Maybe if I just open them, maybe they'll go away. Just these learning dealios, and anybody drives for Schneider watching the video, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't open them, they just keep showing his unread messages and popping up the little exclamation point, orange little circle. Yeah, so I was going to stay at home tonight, get up in the morning, come over, but I still had more stuff to put in the truck. And, of course, the real captain of the truck had to get all his stuff. So, I decided to just go ahead and come over tonight, get everything situated. And just hang out in the truck tonight and get up in the morning and go to work. Finally get up in the morning and go to work. Got everything done on the truck. Then I had to wait for a retest or whatever you want to call it. I had to go drive with a safety guy or whatever they are in the truck. Nice guy. Fortunately, I can't remember his name. Really nice guy. It took about an hour and a half. You got to do the pre-trip. They want you to see you do, a pre-trip, and then hook up the trailer, step by step on the paper, blah, blah, blah. And then, we took about a 30-minute drive around West Memphis, come back to the terminal, back to trailer, uncouple the trailer, go inside, sign a paper, out the door I went. So my goal was, since I literally live in traffic 20 minutes from here. So when I got done, I jumped in my pickup, ran home. I was going to start looking for a load, which I did. Didn't really find anything last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, because about 2 in the afternoon Central Time, which is the time I live in, my BOA called, and I had been selected for a drug and alcohol test. And of course, I don't know how other companies do it, but with this company, when you are selected, they read you the official Riot Act, FMCSA, whatever statement regarding drug and alcohol testing. I thought I was in trouble. So then I had to run back over here to the terminal because the testing place is literally a stone's throw from this parking lot. So, and with everything going on, it was really awesome to go sit in a clinic, because it was a clinic So you got people that come there for their medical needs, and a couple of them didn't look real healthy. Not sure what they had, but I you know what, I hope they don't have. So yeah, I had to go do that. That is, in all the time I've been driving, that's the first time I've ever had to do the blow test for the alcohol. You know, I've heard if you have an accident, you have to do all that, but that's the first time I ever had to do the alcohol part. I've done plenty of piss quizzes, but I've never done the alcohol part. So that, you know, good thing I quit drinking. Yeah. But so yeah, and then, you know, got back home. Spent last night checking out the load board. Out of here, you know, it's pretty much the same freight. Some of the rates were just abysmal. And I don't understand why, because even with everything going on right now, a lot of freight is up. You know, on the spot market, rates are better from what I've seen. But being contracted freight, I know fuel surcharge is affected because diesel prices have dropped with the little spat that Saudi Arabia and Russia is going with each other, trying to one up each other on pricing of oil. So that's really dropped it in the tank. Plus, with everything shut down, demand is very weak. So supplies are pretty high right now. So all that together equals lower diesel prices. And when you get lower diesel prices, fuel surcharge gets adjusted. And here, Schneider does all the math. You don't see the total rate. You can get it. I've never asked for it. But what you see is what you get as far as fuel surcharge and the rate on the load. But even with fuel surcharge being lower right now, some of the rates are pretty weak. And again, with contracted freight, it's kind of surprising, because that's the whole reason for to do contracted freight. Trucking company offers this amount for this amount of time, and that way, if rates in the market jumped up like they did in 2018, in contracted freight, you're not going to see a lot of movement. So just wondering if anybody's but where I'm going, which is Iowa, looks like freight out of Iowa is pretty strong right now. There's a lot of loads coming out of Iowa. A lot of loads. I might try to get into a cycle of just running out of Iowa for a minute, depending on how things go. And the freight coming out of there is paying pretty damn good. So we'll see how it goes. We will see. So yeah. But not to beat a dead horse. I don't know if anybody else. These daily virus briefings that they're having out of the White House are giving me a headache. I'm sorry if this offends anybody, and if it does, you really need to rethink your life. If someone talking bad about a politician hurts your feelings. But the more I listen to that guy talk, the more my head hurts. So I've got to where I don't. I can't do it. I can't listen to him no more. My God. I'm sorry. You know, growing up, we all had that kid in the neighborhood that bragged on himself. He was the best at everything, even though he wasn't. He always knew more than you, always did more than you. If you did this, he did that, better. That's the guy in the White House right now. You listen to him. I'm embarrassed to brag on myself. I'm not that guy. I just never have been. It just drives me nuts. It's like a kiss-ass love fest. And then you get sprinkled in a little bit of news or information regarding... I've gotten to where I listen to Governor Cuomo out of New York. This guy, listen to one of his briefings. You want information? This guy's the guy to listen to. If you want to listen to someone brag about themselves, I don't know. Growing up, we had those kids in my neighborhood. And they were irritating and annoying, and generally nobody ever hung out with them because of that fact. If you seen them coming down the street, you went the other way. And this is what we have right now. Just bragging on himself. Everybody, they always got to praise him every time they talk. It's just, stop it. Really, stop it. We got people dying. And now his whole focus in life is to get everybody back to work as fast as possible. Virus be damned. And if you listen to him talk, he's fine with a small amount of deaths that he believes is going to happen. He's okay with that. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm telling you, if money ever becomes more important than someone's life, then someone needs to check me on it. Because that's bullshit. I don't care who it is. Human life is always more important than a fucking dollar. Excuse my language, but that's exactly the way I feel about it. I mean, you think, basically they're saying your grandma, grandpa, or your elderly parents are expendable. Expendable. Get out of here. Get out of here with that stuff. I'm sorry. And then the Lieutenant Governor of Texas, same thing. They are fine with an acceptable amount of deaths as long as they keep their rich pockets full. Really? These are the people you're supporting? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. If that's the world you want to live in, that's fine with me. That's your world. That's fine. But I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. And if you can sit and listen to that and not think of your own family, it's just wrong. So that's my rant. I'm telling you. I was hearing that today. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, I don't want to see anybody out of work. I don't want to see anybody, not getting a paycheck. But there are other things that can be done to help with that. Even for us out here. Especially if you're a company driver. If freight goes in the tank and suddenly you're out of a job, there's going to be help for that. They were working on it. I don't know if they ever passed it, but when I left the house, they were supposedly close to finishing up this particular stimulus package. It's not really, in my opinion, a stimulus package. It's a rescue package. It's to try to rescue people from starving to death while we try to save lives and keep people from getting sick in this country. I take it serious. Again, like I said in the last video, I don't think of myself. I think of my family. That's what I'm thinking of. The risks I put myself in, the chances I take, that's on me. But I won't risk my family's health or life in my effort to make a dollar. Not going to happen. So yeah, I know. Hey, you got an ABS light on there, buddy. You might want to get that looked at while you're turbo. Just saying. Oh man. Yeah, it's a little busy in here tonight. Pretty packed up. So yeah, I don't know what anybody else's thoughts are on this mess, but again, I think Governor Cuomo out of New York, and I'm no fan of New York in any way, shape, or form. But then again, I've only had to visit there, and it's not the state that irritates me. Like most drivers, it's the city. Yeah, I like listening. I like to hear his updates because I feel like I'm actually hearing somebody that's trying to do it right. Whether he does everything right, that's to be seen. But it does really seem like he's trying, and it's nice to hear somebody lay it to you straight without trying to sugarcoat it or blow it off or minimize the risk, all in an effort for a re-election. Because if you think about it, shutting down an entire state with the short memory spans that we have in this country, right now you could see it as him trying to save lives and protect people. But after all said and done, I'm sure whoever runs against him in the next election will try to use it against him. Just saying. Because that's politics in this country. So, actually, this yard dog looks like he's looking for a trailer in the parking area. Yard dog, yard driver, yard dog. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I guess it's still a yard dog. Actually, it's a mechanic, trailer mechanic driving a yard truck. Probably don't think of himself as a yard dog. Probably thinks of himself as a mechanic. What are they, following each other? Oh, I guess direction, it's a one-way, but I guess it doesn't apply to him. Oh, man. But yeah, I guess I'm going to jump off here because, this is going long for no real reason. But yeah, I'm going to jump off here and hang out. Probably watch some videos with the puppy dog and hit the hay. Get up in the morning and go to work finally. So as always, I appreciate you taking the time. You guys be safe, and we'll talk to you.